first things first, I'm going to skip the three-dimensional drawing and go right to the heart of the matter, which is how to do these. You have 2 points in space, what the vector is between, and how you do math with ordered triples. It's exactly the same as 4/6. Exactly the same. See, 2 dimensions the same as 3 dimensions. There's no difference. Okay. So in the previous one, you were asked to say, and by the way, I'm doing the examples in the front in case you're trying to follow along with that. In the previous one, if I said you have a vector -4, comma, you have a point -4, 5, curved brackets means point, and it's going to -2, 6. What you would do is you would just simply go, well, you go from -4 to -2. My vector has to go 2 in the I hat direction. Going from 5 to 6, it'd have to go 1 in the j hat direction. Okay? With 3 dimensions, it's exactly the same thing. Let's see if I can find my eraser. That would be great. All you're doing is you're adding another direction. So nothing changes, right? Because you got x, y, and then z. So, and then over here I've got a 3. So now, going from -4 to -2, I'm still going the x direction. I still got to go up 2. Going from 5 to 6, I'm still going the y direction. I still have to go 1. Going in the z direction, I'm going from 6 to 3. Well, that means I have to go down 3. So that would be -3, and I put an angle bracket there. Okay? Exactly the same. Well, then how do you find the magnitude? Because we used Pythagoras to find the magnitude before. Well, exactly the same way. Pythagoras works in any number of dimensions. Okay? And so therefore, all you have to do is 2 squared plus 1 squared plus -3 squared equals, we still put c over here, which is really weird because if you count the letters over here, that's a problem. Sometimes in class we'll make this d squared. It doesn't really matter, it's just a letter. 4 plus 1 plus 9 equals c squared. C equals the square root of 13. When also, by the way, sometimes I'll ask you to write this as a sum of unit vectors. Remember, sum of unit vectors versus ordered triple. All they're saying is write it like this: 2 I hats plus 1 j hat plus -3 k hat. Again, you can put a minus sign here, and you can drop the 1 if you'd like. You could write it like this if you want to be cool. Because the only reason I write j hat here is if there is some in j hat direction. So that's how you do 3-dimensional vectors. It's literally no different than 2-dimensional vectors. The only thing is you have to realize you got a third one to do. What we do. Same thing happens for this, by the way. It's still a vector, right? So if I'm going to take 2s plus 3t, I'm going to write 2, angle bracket, 5, comma, -1, 2, end bracket, plus 3t. 3, angle bracket, 4, comma, 3, comma, -2, end. And so if I have 2 of these, that means I have 2 in each direction, right? So I'm going to go 10 in the I hat direction. I'm going to go -2 in the j hat direction. I'm going to go 4 in the k hat direction. Plus, I'm going to go 12 in the I hat direction, 9 in the j hat direction, and -6 in the k hat direction. Oh, and if I go 10 in the I hat direction, then I follow by going 12 in the I hat direction, I'm going to go a total of 22 in the I hat direction. I'm going to go -2, go to the left first, or I go down first in the j direction, followed by up 9. I'm going to put a total of 7 in the j hat direction. If I'm going 4 in the out of the page direction, then I go into the page direction. Oops, I'm in the angle bracket. I shouldn't have. Oh, a mixed metaphor here. This is terrible. Sorry, I was speaking the language at the same time. Let's just get rid of the j hats in the I hat direction. It doesn't change what I'm saying. It's just bad notation. Don't do that. So it would be 22, and then this was 7, comma. In the k hat direction, I'm going up 4, and then I go down 6, so that gives me -2 in the k hat direction. And that's how you write as an ordered triple. If you want to write it in ordered pair notation, you just simply do this. And you're done. Either one of these are perfectly fine given these directions. Actually, it says write the ordered triple, so in this case, I'm not allowed to do that, right? Because it's the ordered triple up here. All right. I think that covers how to do these problems. Should be straightforward if you've done the previous worksheet.